Let's talk a little bit about how gender identity conflict plays out for white and straight men. It's only stands true if someone is also heterosexual, as homophobia creates another intersection of oppression that makes it tough for men to access resources. However, so we're talking about gender identity conflict for straight white men. As the dominant group of social influence in America, always has been the fellows that signed the Declaration of Independence, and that, except for Obama, are all still the acting presidents of the United States. Now, when it comes down to what gender identity conflict looks like for white men, this can be something that's really tough to see. Because to most people, it looks like if someone is white and if someone is a man, they have white privilege and male privilege, they should be able to access everything. And while that is mostly the case, that is only the case to the degree which we stay in that lane and do all the very stereotyped traditional manhood stuff, all the traditional manhood indicators. There's less policing in the community. The more that we do the traditional manhood indicators, and then we have more access to resources in the community. However, with this being said, white men, straight men who are play a part in this do not have access to any alternative narratives. White men are all told the white is a race and this is a distinct culture. However, there are not very many real cultural indicators given. It's just that traditional manhood stuff. Be successful, have money, have influence, be able to control other people with power, do all that stuff. There's really no markers of whiteness. It is a very social construct. And when that happens, the more in trouble we get as white men, the more our defense mechanisms are tested against the realities of modern society in the real world. And the more that we feel pressure to hide behind those traditional manhood indicators, to keep ourselves in control of our environment, the less we're able to access our full humanity, ask for help, connect with other human beings, and get the support that we need. And that is really where we see danger. That is where we see those deaths of despair the most. A lot of folks assume that white privilege and male privilege must be best for white men. In fact, it is worse for white men. This is, we see, as directly connected to why these deaths of despair happen so much for men who are white and under 50 years old. In fact, deaths of despair most strongly hit that age demographic. And now, suicide is the second leading cause of white men under the age of 50 years old.